All right, we have a nice channeled message here. You ready? So, there is the energy, there are two energies that I'm channeling for. Either it's a cycle within you with your divine feminine and masculine, and there's a cycle that you're breaking. So, there is a focus for you to channel your creative energy, your creative life force into building your skill set. And through you channeling this energy into your skill set and your passions into this skill set, you will watch the wheel of fortune unfold for your life. The wheel is turning in your favor. As we look to the other part of your energy, it might be more the divine masculine is looking to put its energy into a state of rest and receiving. So the King of Pentacles with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles is really allowing yourself to internalize the harvest that is in front of you, allowing you to experience and be replenished by the work that you've put in. There's a cycle that is merging these two parts of you, though, of a constant energy of moving away from something, having to be strategic, being presented with something and feeling apathetic, and then being unsure where to plant your pentacle, where to plant your ideas. And then there's the balance aspect of you of like, okay, like I know what it is that I have. And it's this cycle of energy where it's like, oh, I know what I have. And it's like, well, maybe I should do something with this. And it's like, well, I have this opportunity and I don't know what to do with it. Well, maybe I should walk away from it. Or maybe I'm going to experience a betrayal because of it, because I don't know where to put my energy. It's a very exhausting cycle that I don't want to see you existing in, right? This is the energy of the cycle. There's that Seven of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, though, pertains to, like, he does have that Ace of Cups being presented to him, but he's just so apathetic to the fact that it's possible that he's just not even looking at the opportunities that are being presented. And so the only way that you're going to move from this state, whether it's in a relationship with someone else, a relationship with yourself, whatever it might be, you have to move yourself and move yourself fast into allowing the Pentacle. So the Pentacle cards here I feel like are really important. The Page of Pentacles is trying to decide if you should plant this into the field. And then she is also beholding the Pentacles and enjoying her harvest, right? Enjoying the harvest. This pentacle needs to be put into action, though, for you to be able to receive the sun and the star. So it's only through action, only through action, only through action. Because this cycle of thinking and wondering and moving and like being like this, that energy is really calling for that need for rest. It's not the energy that's going to move you forward. It's the energy that's going to keep you stuck in the cycle that is just genuinely not for you. And so, how do we move ourselves from this into this? We use our physical skills. Okay, our physical. This is a very physical reading. We're gonna put our pentacles, our physical activity, our physical skill sets to work, and we're gonna allow there to be momentum in that area of our life. This is where our focus is right now, because as we continue to build our internal state, as we continue to build the life that we want through our inspirations, that the King of Wands, through our passions, it will create the turning of your destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, the Sun is seen as like the happiest card in the deck, and the Star is a wish fulfillment. And who doesn't? That feels so much better. Like, these cards feel so much better than this really painful cycle that you might have been stuck in. If that resonates with you, oh yeah, look, Eight of Wands, or Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You do not have to falsely imprison yourself to these thought processes. Like, you do not, you have the capability to move, and it is worthwhile for you to make that move, because if you stay stuck in this energy, you're not going to be able to experience all the goodness that these cards have to offer. What else? Oh yeah, so the over there, the Five of Pentacles. This cycle stemmed from an abandonment wound. This cycle stemmed from an abandonment wound. There was a point in time where you felt left out in the cold. For maybe because the things that you dreamed of were just really hard for people to conceptualize around you. Maybe that your dreams weren't like incubated or nurtured by the people closest to you. Maybe you were deeply misunderstood by the people you love. Maybe you had to dim your light to feel like you would be accepted, because again, you just felt misunderstood. And if that's the case, like, that makes sense as to why you would constantly be in the cycle of feeling like you have to be strategic, and like feeling like people are trying to betray you, and then walking away from things and contemplating your ideas. Is this worth it? Am I worth it? Should I plant this idea into something bigger? And then also feeling like you know that you have something, but then feeling apathetic when more opportunities get presented to you. Like, it makes sense as to why this underlying wound of abandonment has created this really complex cycle for you, because this energy, it is also, in the flip side, the underlying energy in these cards, though, is what is making for this Hierophant moment, which is making for a experience where you are having a deep level of spiritual evolution. And so whatever skills we learn in our life through our experiences, like, for example, having to have the strength to walk away from something, right? Like, that is like a king move. That is a queen move. Taking your time when opportunities are presented to you is a king and queen move. Contemplating what it is that you behold before you plant it into a field is a king or queen move. Learning to be strategic and disarm the enemy, or to be aware of betrayal, is a king or queen move. And knowing your worth and holding it is a king or queen move. So on their own, these are micro skill sets that we get to implement and bring into our daily life. These are micro skill sets that help create a more dynamic scope of how to operate in the world. And so, you know, we could thank this abandonment, this Five of Pentacles energy for creating such an amazing round of skill sets that now you're going to be able to multiply in the direction that is suited towards your truest, most authentic happiness and self. So all that pain is worth it. It's not to go in vain. It's not to keep you stuck. Like, she is totally free. Her hands are free. She could take herself the blindfold off at any time, and she could get up and see that she's not fully surrounded by these swords. It's just in her mind, her limitation mind. So your challenge right now is to take off the blindfold and fucking walk the path. Move with intention and power. Use that pinnacle, that gift that you have, and put it into motion. Give it to the world. Create it. What you've been creating has been this cycle, this really painful cycle, okay? You don't need to create this anymore. You get to be a creator. Create opportunities, create beauty, create happiness, create wish fulfillments, create bounty, create the wheel of fortune, create unity, create spiritual evolution. This is your spiritual evolution. This is the moment of deep inner transformation. This is the rebirth that you've been seeking. It is here and it is now. This rebirth, it is here, it is now. And so it is definitely worthwhile for you to yes, balance, baby, balance. Learn to balance these parts of you, okay? Because each aspect of you deserves a space to be seen and acknowledged and recognized, baby. It does. It exists for a reason. The parts of you that exist, that cry out because of specific situations, it exists for a purpose, and it deserves to be seen. So give that to yourself. Be seen, be known, be loved. When you are in that cycle of the abandonment, it is coming up. It is to be witnessed. It is to be alchemized and balanced back into the energy, the balance of giving. Look at this energy. All right, it's a balance. They are both giving the same energetic motion towards this specific. See? Balance. It is balance that is going to help you create momentum. It is the balance that creates the momentum for it to keep going and keep growing. Balance. I just love this deck. It's so pretty. God, is there anything else? Any other channel messages? Oh, that Bible verse, I have plans for you, plans to prosper you and to give you a future. And then there's another concept of a verse that says, like, what the enemy used to destroy you, I will use for good. What was used to destroy you and keep you stuck in your past are the skill sets that are going to help you build something way bigger beyond what you could even conceptualize in this moment. There are skills that were learned in these parts of your life that deserve to be honored, deserve to give honor and love to, because they protected you. They gave you a skill set to analyze things around you. They helped you to be strategic, to be contemplative. And so we get to honor the parts of us that have kept us alive, that have helped us survive in our life. They do not have to limit us at all. They do not. I love that my little son, yeah. Listen. God will use these things. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Look how confident she looks. She just looks so confident. She's just bossing. No, just kidding. She's a boss. She is so delighted. And the cup of her emotional state, no matter what it is, she is just delighted. Because it's a part of herself. She does not turn off any part of herself. Whatever is being presented to her, she looks at full blown. She doesn't neglect any part of her being. She doesn't abandon any part of herself. She genuinely looks at these things, and she observes, and she thinks, and she grows, and she acknowledges, and she allows herself to feel all of the things. All of the things. So give that to you, man. That is part of the balance. That is part of the balance. That is part of the balance. It's a dance. It's a beautiful dance. I mean, this is really beautiful energy. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Another at the bottom, 10 of Pentacles. I'll just pick that too, because I love the 10 of Pentacles. It is a legacy that he is leaving. He is giving this to his son or grandson for their wedding day. The legacy of their home estate. I mean, it's just such a powerful thing to think about, like, that through you having the space to hold all of these aspects of yourself in your life, you're not going to be manipulated by other people, by your own emotions. You're not going to allow for any BS, really. You're just going to learn to trust in your guidance, to know and to be this Hierophant energy, to be in the state of trust and alignment, in true alignment, in a position of power, and all the things that are meant to flow from this, the affluence, the abundance, the legacy. It flows from that place of embodiment, balance. I'm sure there have been times that this guy was like thrown off his rocker, and he had to acknowledge it and not let it overcome him. You know, he did not give himself the opportunity to stay stuck in this place. The deceptions of the past have no hold on the blessings of the future for you. And it's just so good. What's amazing energy. Amazing energy. Keep sowing into your happiness. Keep sowing into the wish fulfillments for your life. Have balance in the way that you're offering your energy into action. And it's just so good. They're so good. High Priestess. Manifest. Alright. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. This is a powerful reading. This is a powerful initiation, it feels like, into a whole new chapter of experiencing your life. You know, whether you're experiencing this with another person, or if you're experiencing just genuinely with yourself. We do have the masculine and feminine polarities within ourselves, you know, but the way that they merge and relate to each other will show up in our relationships as well. So it's important that we take ownership and acknowledge and do not abandon those parts of ourselves, because they are beautiful and they're worthwhile. So thank you guys for being here, and cheers for this new evolution of your journey. I'm grateful to share and channel this message for you.